these new, let's say, professions or psychosocial fields that people are gaining an interest in. And today is marriage counseling, or a coach, marriage coach or trainer, something as such. Tell us, first of all, before getting into details, maybe you tell us why do you have this passion for marriage counseling?
Thank you very much. The passion for marriage counseling is something that came up to me when I look at the society. I saw a lot happening, especially the divorce that was just rising up every day. I saw people, women, men, wife, husbands, they were not happy. And I began to ask myself, what is happening that these people are not really enjoying what they're supposed to enjoy? Coupled with the fact that when I got married to my wife, we started quarreling. There were a lot of differences between us. It went to a point where my wife had to tell me that I am not the man she got married to. And that was something that really disturbed me from the inside. So I decided to make a search on, who is a husband? It was like a personal decision that I chose to take. So I went on a research and began to ask myself, who is a husband that can really be there for the wife? And a lot of things, I learned a lot of things, especially from the Bible base. The Bible says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. I had to say, which knowledge are we talking about? I began to investigate a lot of things, and I got to understand so much that people do not know today. The reason why people get married, at times you ask me, why are they getting married? Some people say they just want a man to take care of them, and that's a wrong idea. That's a wrong purpose of marriage. So when I got to discover these things, I began to implement it, and it's working. It's really do working. And today, a lot of people are benefiting from the decision that I took to be able to search for knowledge. We are sharing it today, and the world is happy. Not only at that level, marriage counseling is growing by leaps and bounds. People are being trained here and there, and a lot is going on. We are happy that this field is becoming a reality in the country Cameroon.
Okay, so in Cameroon, as you say, people are being trained, but if we have to talk about the training, how does it happen?
Oh, it depends. Each institution has a way in which it trains its counselors. But for us, we run a school, and it takes at least 26 months to be trained as a marriage counselor, from the basic to a higher level. We call it graduate and postgraduate. So it takes 16 months to be able to just come out as a graduate. And by being a graduate, you are qualified to build healthy homes. And if you want to become a marriage counselor, we give you another 1 year training where you can now train others, where you can now be able to help others to also build healthy homes.
Okay, and do they need any qualification?
Yes, you must need a basic qualification. We can take somebody who has ordinary level, advanced level, first degree, and remember that this job of a marriage counselor is not just like what we have academically. That's why we always say something like, there's emotional intelligence and there's an academic intelligence. You can be a doctor academically, but you have a first school living emotionally. So you see, you can be well trained in the world. You can be a prof, but when it comes to emotion, when it comes to relate with your wife, when it comes to understand your wife, you are zero. You are like first school. You are a first school leaver. So you understand what I'm talking about. So in as much as we are growing academically, we should also learn to grow emotionally. And that's why we talk so much on temperament, personalities, because we realize that people are so, like there was something I was telling somebody. I said, reality, if you look at it, you will see that no matter how a woman grows, a woman goes up there in the ladder, academically, socially, social status, that woman yearns for love. She yearns for love. She yearns for a man to say, I love you. I know women who are so high up there, but nobody ever says, their husband doesn't even know the language. So we are trying to let people know that if you can be satisfied in your home, If it can go well between husband and wife, then it can also go well in other institutions. That's what we're saying.
Okay, now you talk to us about say maybe you mentioned someone goes to school, gets the training.
Yes.
You're talking about emotional intelligence. Now,
Yes.
who teaches this intelligence?
That is the problem. Our syllabus, it's unfortunate that our syllabus in the country does not put that, basically. It doesn't put that. Okay, when we're talk about emotional intelligence, we're talking about something like temperament, personalities, how you are, how you were born, a particular way in which when somebody is born, there's a particular way he behaves. You know, when you come out from your mother's womb, you know, you're a combination of your father and your mother. There's a way you behave in the society. The problem here is that people do not know about it. And unfortunately, they don't teach it in our regular schools where we go to. You have to get into another form of school before you can get that. Because there are some people who even do the syllabus, they may not even know what we're talking about. They themselves don't even know what it means to have this and that. At times, I feel like the government could have simple, you know, imposed the training or a kind of a syllabus on family.